Please witness with me the best, the most musical 15 seconds of my life. The crowd goes wild. Well, if you ever played a show in Holland, this is exceptional. Who would have known that that mindless, obnoxious shredding would lead to yet another milestone, reaching 3 million subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all. I did not think it was even possible. I had no idea so many folks would even be interested in guitar, and not that a number by itself means anything, but the whole journey definitely does. So thank you so much, everyone, each and every one of you watching this video, watching my channel. It's much appreciated. I love it. Anyway, today I thought it would be fun and super awkward and obnoxious to skim over a show we played a long time ago. And it's sometimes easy to forget where we started and how we used to look at the guitar back then. Like why we played what we played, what our ambitions were, what inspired us at the time. And probably the worst thing that happens, and it happens to all of us, I'm sure, is like taking things for granted. It's annoying, but the successes and the good things are easily seen as normal, and any bad luck or things not going to plan is so much worse than the good things are good, if you understand what I mean. Anyway, so sometimes it's important to reflect on where we came from. Here's a little throwback to a long time ago. I guess I was 15, 16, 17, I don't know exactly, but I played a high school show with my bros, and we're clearly seeing I had a lot to learn. So let's roll the tape, and please be kind. Alright, so we played Joe Satriani's Love Thing. The first track, we did two things. So there's a word, subtlety, and it's not really happening here. The guitar is super loud. Wait. So this was my entire rig, the Cube 30, and my Les Paul Studio, I guess, with head crack, which I ended up fixing with my dad, actually. So I remember carrying this little amp on the back of my bike, guitar on my back, to all these shows. I had no idea about what a good tone was, to be honest. Underrated little amp. Let's move on. Okay, so up until this point I was self-taught, and I can definitely see and hear that. So I remember at the time I was mostly interested in learning solos, fast solos, and I didn't really care about the timing. I didn't really care about delivery, the emotion that's inside of these solos. At the time when I would have heard that, I was probably like, yeah, just let me shred, bro, I don't care about timing. But no, I was all over the place. And I was playing these licks as if they were fixed things with a beginning and an end point, and sort of hope that the end aligned with the song. I was playing on top of the music and not with the band, if that makes sense. And the biggest proof actually can be seen over here, because if we take a look at that last lick I played, that last note where I tap my foot on the ground, that's a weird tap. Nobody taps their foot on the ground at that time because it's not on a beat. Here we go. I'm like, no, that's weird, because the note doesn't fall on the beat, and it just makes no sense to lean into the groove at that point, which tells me I wasn't really feeling it. I'm not saying like it's bad to stomp your foot at it, but at that point I'm sure I wasn't feeling it. I'm not that judgmental. Let's move on, because there were places that were pretty okay, I guess. Let's listen. It's so direct, everything is on, there's no dynamics. I'm playing everything with the same velocity, or so it feels like. And I think in the delivery of such a, it's a sort of a ballad, this song. And I'm playing it like, take my love or leave it. And not please love me, it's just, everything is on. And that's kind of annoying, to be honest. So I'm a bit harsh on myself here, right? I know. I just want to say that of course it's okay that when you're young to explore different fields and you just mess around a little bit. I think that's a way of exploring music and finding your own identity as a guitarist. That way we all find different things that are important for us. But I just need that guy to open up his ears, because listening to your band, to others, is pretty much a universal element in music. I just don't need young Paul to mess up his life. He just needs to start listening. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, let's skim through the end. We had a very cool sort of rock, 70s rock medley planned, and I bursted into these triads. Build up. Wait a second. The keys weren't plugged in. But of course, we started jamming a little bit to keep the crowd entertained. Pentatonic to the rescue. Thank you so much, Pentatonic Scale. You saved my life back then. Second chance. Try it. So first we played unison and then we shifted. And it's funny because we actually planned it like this, but when I listened to this for the first time after 15, 20 years, I thought it went wrong, like we made a mistake. But then I figured, no wait, the key player added 2 more notes of the same thing and then repeated the whole phrase, so we shifted 2 notes apart. It was the idea, but it sounds like a mistake. I don't know, we probably should have owned it more. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I had no switcher, so I had to walk to the amp to change from the rhythm to the lead sound. Tapping. Alright. So one thing I remember so vividly is the chords. I think the key player came up with a D, A, and E. And at the time I just didn't know what the key of those chords were. I didn't know which pentatonic scale I should use over those chords. So D, A, E, what would you play over this? And again, it speaks volumes over how I was not listening to the entire song as a whole. Because if you listen closely, the key player is playing that E note in the bass all the time. So it's definitely leading to that E chord. The E feels like home more if you take that bass note in regard. So I should probably treat it like a sort of an E blues thing, but I didn't. I just shredded notes that didn't sound off to me, as you can hear very well. One fan probably. 7/8, 6/8. All right, so show is finished, you think? But no, nobody expected this. An encore. Of course! And the drummer acted like there was something wrong with this cymbal. Or there actually was something wrong. I don't know. Maybe some shredding? Maybe? There's no... It just makes no sense what I'm doing. I'm terrible. Oh my god. It's so funny. Yep. It's easy to look at your playing in the past and criticize, but I do think if I put some attention to different elements of my playing back then, my whole guitar journey would have been a lot easier. I went from thinking playing fast is difficult, which means it is impressive and it's probably good or something, I don't know. And back then, if I would have shifted my mentality a little bit more towards what I'm doing now, just listening to music, and if it sounds great, it is good and it's impressive for me, that would have significantly improved my playing. I'm just getting so many messages by people who are touched by what I do, and I think that is just really, 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 really amazing. And yeah, it's easy to take it for granted, as I said, but I shouldn't and I won't. I just want to express my gratitude in this little sort of odd one-out video. Looking forward to everything I'm doing. The next 1,000,000 subs, make it to 4, and then at 5 I'm shaving my beard, and then that's my retirement plan, so nobody recognizes me anymore. No, it's not. 10 million. Anyway, thank you so much guys, and see you next time. Have a lovely day. Cheers, bye.